Welcome back to Angel's Citadel. It is Sunday. It is Numenera time. We're playing Slaves of the Machine God by Monty Cook Games. I have with me our full cast, which is an excellent thing. Despite the fact that we're all getting ready to go back to work tomorrow, which is not an excellent thing, but you know, yay for adulting. Well, no, we were at the mall today, and I saw a really appropriate shirt that we should probably get at some point. It was went to Spencer's, and the shirt was adulting, 1 star. Would not recommend. You know, that's very appropriate.
It's appropriate, but it's so fucking cringe.
So anyway,
Only in the cringe will you be free, Rusty.
Oh no,
embrace the cringe.
trust me, I know.
All right. Joanne, why don't you get us started today?
And of course, you say that right after I put a food in my mouth because you're an asshole that way. I am Joanne Wallace, the other half of Angel Citadel, and I am playing Chips Are Done, a serene right who has a third hand. I'm also the technical one.
Our tech guru, our code weenie, all of them.
She's close
She's
enough
amazing.
to hit you. I don't know if I'd call her a weenie.
Code weenie, really.
Yeah, I'm close enough to reach out and do this because I'm sitting right beside him now because we moved our desks closer.
We did. It's really nice. Hannah.
I'm Hannah. I play Andabel, a civic-minded Arcus who works miracles.
And Rusty.
I'm Rusty T Robot in the Twitch, Rusty the Robot in the Discord, and I play Duran Fisto Monser, an intimidating glaive who needs no weapons.
Or introductions.
Or introductions.
Or
Exactly.
introductions. And I'm Josh. I'm your storyteller, your GM, and the other half of Angel Citadel. You can find me, Angel Citadel Josh, or Count Zero ASL, pretty much anywhere on the internet. So, when last we left our intrepid heroes, they were, I feel like I need, and I don't even remember who the band was, but that Breaking the Law, Judas Priest, was it?
I think so, yeah.
I think
Breaking
you're right.
the law, breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law.
Yes, it was Judas Priest.
Yeah, it was.
Set the Wayback Machine to way back, because that tells you how old I am.
1980 album British Steel.
Oh, dear God.
You were 2.
We didn't start the episode with crime.
No, you're right. You didn't start the episode with crime.
Our lead-in music should be Fisto makes good decisions for a change. But that's not as catchy. So we gathered the next morning after assorted attempts to locate the missing mystery robot on our roster of missing mystery robots. Where Fisto, holding true to his initial decision to just ask Chips about it, did not inject himself with a mystery syringe he found in the hotel room, and instead took it to Chips.
That was a good decision, yes.
Yeah.
The little minx rolled a natural 20 again, and it's drugs that you put in your eyeball. You don't really need to know more than that. We're not touching that again. Cord and Radius wander back from searching for their sibling all night, but they made no progress, possibly because they are giant spooky robots, and in spite of that, they're just walking up to strangers on the street in the dark, like, "Do you know a man with my face?"
Have you seen this boy?
So that didn't work out for them. We have a brief discussion about what appears to be some mismatched data from earlier parts of the campaign, but we're not really sure what's going on there, and neither is Radius, who is the one who said it, so we're just gonna have to roll with it. Whereupon we are approached by a man who wants Radius to come talk to his boss. This dude is 0% sketchy and in no way definitely a criminal. On the way, we get caught by an echo storm, which is a, I really hope, weather event that is limited to Shalamos, because what the fuck? As time sort of comes to pieces and starts throwing itself around the room for extreme unpleasantness and everyone taking intellect damage. We go to a neighborhood called the Refraction, where we are escorted into a blue domed building, whereupon we walk into a standoff in progress between definitely not criminals all wearing red, like, sashes and cops, which is definitely a thing that we need to involve ourselves in, since we know none of the people in the room. So Annabelle tells us to dip, and we do after some argument about whether or not we should just punch cops on principle. And although we should punch cops on principle, because even in magical fantasy lands, ACAB, we don't need to get shot today, so we wait outside until the shooting is over. The cops win because they're the cops. Fuck. So then we go inside and we loot the bodies for not very much, really, because that wasn't really what we were supposed to be doing there. As it rapidly turned out that the young lady who had been yelling at us to come help her shoot the cops was Solani, a friend of our missing robot, who had wanted us to come and help her save our missing robot. We have now inconvenienced the DM. We dig through an old journal and some ledgers and things, and we find out that he had been attacked and just like completely shredded to pieces by Garmaloose is what I have written down. I don't know if that's
No.
that doesn't sound right.
So he was not shredded to pieces by that particular individual. He was shredded to pieces by somebody else. Somebody with gears and shit that was floating around his head.
Okay, so almost definitely not one of the weird freaky cultists who keep tattooing gears all over themselves and doing weird freaky things with this particular set of robots. Attacked him in the middle of the street and tore him to pieces. And then the pieces wandered all over town. And then Solani tracked down almost all of the pieces. His head is still missing, but she has identified where it is and whomst has it, which was that other guy.
Garmulus, yes.
Probably not an E at the end of that, then.
Nope. Garmulus.
Anyway, the safe had a biometric lock on it, which required hauling the poor lady's corpse around some more. anyone who wants to question the moral alignment of the party should feel free to not bother. So there were more exciting monies of practically no value, and a whole bunch of Origins robot parts, which have, obviously been run through a wood chipper at least once already. But they're all here. So Chips, now having access to Origins parts, uses them to improve her robot detecting device. And so off we go. The rest of us chasing Chips in a totally normal and not at all ridiculous looking manner. Because she's a real live grown-up almost, and definitely not a toddler wearing a backpack that's 10 times her size. We arrive at a very fancy manor, which is accessible, apparently, only via a spiral staircase up a cliff, which should have stopped us, because no reasonable person makes the only entrance to their house a spiral staircase up a cliff face and then doesn't have a fluffy white cat that they're sitting ominously petting in the dark in a weird rolly chair. But no, on we go. Additionally, there was a message left on the door that was effectively no admittance except on party business. You don't have party business. But we're polite and mannerly and not technically criminals. So we knock on the door, like respectable folks. And then the floor starts attempting to shake us off down the cliff face, one assumes. So everybody starts taking damage and saying swear words. Fisto starts punching the door. It takes a few tries and a few spells and a lot more swear words, but we do punch the door open. Where we enter the, super duper mansion, and we immediately whip open the nearest door and find ourselves looking into a closet full of Amazon packages, like roof to ceiling. The whole thing, Amazon packages everywhere. And Chips just starts opening shit and stealing things because we're still not technically criminals.
We've already crossed the line from not criminals to B&E. We might as well add larceny to that as well.
If we're going to be criminals, we do
depending on how much all that costs that Chip is taking, it could be grand larceny.
This is true, but apparently kidnapping isn't against the law here, so. Anyway, once we managed to convince Chips to stop stuffing her pockets with even more things that react badly to being close to the things that are already in her goddamn pockets, goddammit. Because she's just a walking pile of random Numenera at this point.
Yeah, but ain't that her whole purpose?
It's like that one old gal from the Labyrinth. Towards the very end, the junk collector or
just
whatever.
A giant,
giant
like
piles
a bookcase strapped to the back of her, just full of stuff. Yeah, no, very that. But once we managed to convince Chips to stop opening all of the Amazon packages and stealing random shit that's probably going to kill somebody, cat ears and all, we go into the next room, which is just like a squishy, padded I love me room, and definitely not some kind of weird sex dungeon, which serves apparently no purpose whatsoever. And, based on how the map is laid out, you'd think that there would be a kitchen or something here. And nope, it's just the walls are squishy, and there are so many pillows, and the floor is squishy, and there's no proper furniture, really, and it's just...
Nah, it's got 100% be a sex dungeon.
So we left that room and went back out into the hallway where we stumbled upon what Josh is, I'm certain, queuing up, a giant scary robot.
Or, just something more for me to punch.
More things for you to punch, exactly. And we dropped curtain on monster. Back to you.
All right. So this thing exits a door that
Meh.
it closes behind it
I was remembered it's
and
not quite that bad.
advances down the hallway and sees you and says, "Intruders. Destroy."
Yeah, that sure is a thing.
I remembered it even less fucked up than it is. I just Anyway, so I suppose this is the part where we roll initiative.
This would, in fact, be the part where you roll initiative.
15.
19.
Okay. So neither of those are enough.
A 19 isn't enough?
Hang on,
you,
what the fuck is this thing's fast?
Oh,
It's a
hold on.
level 7, guys.
Oh
God.
no.
Joanne.
Friends at home, we are not level 7.
Oh, no, we're only tier 4.
We're a little bit fucked.
Maybe breaking into hero is a bad idea.
Speaking of which, is anybody in here trained in initiative tasks?
No.
No.
Okay.
Fuck.
No. I'm trained in intimidation tasks, not initiative tasks.
I'm trained in convincing people to do things. Let me go, like, dig up gossip or something. Let me reorganize the sewer system. Don't make me fight the robot.
All right. That Radius rolls barely enough because he is trained in initiative with an 18
And I rolled a nat 20.
to make it so that you go first. 20 is still not enough.
Holy crap.
Joanne, for once, your good rolls ain't doing shit for us.
I'm the one who
I
rolled
mean-
for radius.
No, never mind.
All right. So
And I rolled a 20 for me, but But Chips is not trained in
21 is an
initiative.
impossible roll.
We cannot roll that without being
trained.
trained or having assets, and we for sure don't.
Nope.
So
no,
that is
off guard.
that is for those watching. That is one of the first times I think that we've come across a roll where you actually can't succeed. You cannot roll 21 on a 20-sided die, and this thing is level 7, so 7 times 3 is 21. In
Hang
order
on,
for
I
that
think I
to
got a
happen,
crayon in here someplace. I'll fix the dice.
in order for that to happen in Cypher, you have to have either training or an asset, or be able to use effort, which you cannot do in initiative rolls. So some sort of asset or training, and you can become trained in initiative, which Radius is. So, you are fortunately going first. Whoever would like to go can go.
I mean, well, first thing I'm gonna at least do, I'm gonna take an action to regain some of my my might here.
Okay. So take your one action rest, and you should be tier 3. So that's 1d6 plus 3. Might
Tier
points.
4, actually.
Tier 4. Okay, 1d6 plus 4.
Yeah, I didn't need all 4 of it because I was at 16. I'm out of 20 on my might, and I rolled a 4 anyway, so I'm good.
Alrighty then. So that's Duran, Annabelle, Chips.
Freaking out's not gonna help at all, is it?
I
Uh,
don't think so.
You're staring down a multi-armed automaton that's coming towards you. Freaking out is maybe appropriate, but yes, I don't know that it's going to help.
Y'all, I'm a cleric bard. I don't do the violence. I guess I can try to shoot it with my very small gun.
I dive behind Duran and shoot it with my pew pew.
I'm gonna take an opportunity for my initial action. I am going to study this creature using understanding Numenera, which I'm an expert at.
Okay. So you are doing it in combat. That is more difficult. That's going to raise it to 8. You're specialized in it. That drops it down to 6.
Yep. And I rolled a nat 20 because I'm good at that. And you bought me the dice.
Okay. So what you are staring at is something you've actually only heard about. You've never seen one before. And it is called a residuum. They are typically... Hang on, let me pull out the description here of this guy again. The data sphere that suffuses the ninth world not only provides information, it also passively records things, sometimes including creatures, with incredible fidelity. Those records can persist after the original creature is long gone. Such records sometimes are corrupted and get loose, allowing them to manifest back in the world for brief periods before the data sphere safeguards recognize the error and the entity is dissolved until they escape again. A residuum is usually a fragment of a vanished recorded entity. Other times, a residuum is an entity composed of several recordings jumbled together, which is the case in this one. Physically, a residuum is a creature of animate drit, given structure by the datasphere itself. Sometimes they appear humanoid, other times they resemble horrific components or composites of synth, flesh, and drit. Some are self-aware and recognize their status. These are the most dangerous, which includes the one that you're dealing with right now. So, yes, you study the creature. What specifically are you looking for?
As I'm studying it, I am wanting to see if I can figure out where the power switch is so I can turn it the fuck off, because I'm not playing that, because I'm gonna turn it off, slurp its memories, and then make it my friend, because that's what I do, because I'm a right. I will have a robot army since you won't have let me have a giant death machine of doom.
He ain't the only one who said no.
I don't trust Chips with a giant death machine of doom.
Which is why he's the only one who said no.
Well, y'all don't know that Chips wants a giant death machine of doom.
Okay, let me rephrase. I don't trust
Chips wants a giant death machine of doom.
Joanne, I'm going to rephrase. I don't trust you with a giant death machine of doom.
Well, it's too bad. I've already got the plans for one. I just don't have the materials for it yet. That's why I need all the Amazon boxes.
She's had the plans like this entire time. It was like one of the first things she really wanted to get was Death Ray monster fucking plans. She's had them since episode 4 or something. Unfortunately, they're really fucking expensive.
Yes, they are. I don't
And
have enough proto matter.
Our grand total of shins collected would buy us coffee. So
No, it's not shins. It's actually the iotum that I need. I need 4 tons of proto matter.
which presumably you can buy from somewhere.
No, you
No.
can't. You have to.
It's
you-
that special.
Yes. It's very special. You remember that train job that we did in the other Numenera game with the giant white blocks?
The one where we definitely did not give two rival forces in the town nuclear weapons and then run out of town as fast as we could.
That one. Yeah.
Okay.
I
yeah,
need 4 of those.
Fuck, woman.
Yeah.
No.
That's what the recipe calls for. Anyway, I am looking for a way to turn it off. To find the power button.
Okay. So
Or a machine umbilical.
Yep.
there is
don't-
no power button per se. It's not like Radius or your helpful girl or Mr. Andy or anything like that. There is, however, a weak point at the upper right shoulder that will allow you, if you want, to jam something downward into a cavity to sever the power connection between the drive that's powering it and the umbilical that sorts its power to all the limbs and things like that.
I would like to do that with my hand, who also acts on my turn. He will be an umbilical finger and shove it in.
You need something, not think you need like a rod or something to do that with.
Like a hockey
Would-
stick size
would a-
stabbing
would a
thing,
fist-
or
Sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
it doesn't have to be a hockey stick size. It could be
Would a fist work to gain access?
too big. Think of like a steel pipe or something like that, or a crowbar.
okay, so like 2 feet long and fairly thin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
I will give my hand a crowbar then.
You're the one who gave her an inventory spreadsheet.
But
Power
Joanne,
source,
Joanne,
crowbar,
is your character sheet just like
scalpel.
the Resident Evil inventory system? Is that what your character sheet's like?
No, I literally have a inventory spreadsheet. It's a Google sheet with my inventory.
So I love Forge. I love the Foundry VTT. All right. The module that does Cipher System has done a fantastic job for 98% of how it should be used for different character types. The right is the exception.
Because rights are special and have way too much fucking shit.
Tracking and managing their plans and the iotum and the pieces and is just ridiculous. And it's not, the guys that wrote the module did a great job. It's not their fault. It's just this isn't designed to do that. A spreadsheet does it better. Okay, so you hand your third hand a crowbar. What is it that you're wanting Radius to do?
Radius is gonna my hand doesn't move very fast, so I figure it's gonna hitch a ride on Radius to close with this monster.
I mean, also, it can't really walk and carry the crowbar simultaneously.
No,
Well,
it
it
in fact
floats,
can't.
so it doesn't really walk either. It floats now. It's a floating hand of doom. Because I'm tier 4. I can remote figure via flying. But no, it's gonna ride on radius and using the it's gonna show radius where to hit the monster.
Really?
Okay.
Remote fingering?
Yes.
Those words came out of your face on the stream.
Look, we have Rusty fisting everything. I don't see why remote fingering's any worse.
She's got a
Dude.
point here. She has a point here.
And to be fair, earlier this evening we were watching something on YouTube that was talking about a concrete vibrator.
It's a useful industrial tool to keep bridges from collapsing. God damn it.
Apparently it's used to vibrate the air out of concrete so it can settle and you can fill in the holes. But the guy, honest to God, called it a concrete vibrator, and
Because
it
it is the name of it.
acted precisely like you imagine it would. And oh my God. Anyway, so yes. Radius, I suppose we'll go like that, and then we'll do that and come up behind this guy, because why not?
Where'd my Twitch window go?
We're going to, I suppose, attack. So what is the hand giving him the crowbar and he's using the crowbar, or
I'm giving the okay. Radius has that giant axe. The hand is going to use the crowbar to pry open to where Radius can just smash it with the axe. We're
Okay.
doing a joint effort. Radius getting an asset to disassemble this thing that I'm going to slurp and make my friend
Okay.
because I can.
So here's what's gonna happen. Your Mr. Hand guy puts on his professor hat and uses the crowbar to, like he's pointing at a chalkboard, indicate the upper right shoulder of the thing, and lecture on the physics of how, or no, he's not going to do any of that. It points, and Radius brings the axe down on this spot. It's way more crude than what you'd think. But we're talking about, let's see here. So 7, he's in combat and you're moving. We're gonna call that an 8. He's trained in all kinds of crap, so that's a 6. Your hand's giving him asset, that's a 5. Give me a dice roll for Radius. Your dice don't need you to kiss it. They roll good all the time anyway.
19.
Christ.
Maybe that's why she could always roll 20s. Because she kisses the dice.
Well, this is the set that Josh specially ordered for me. And
Oh.
It was a really cool. So I got them from Noble Knight out in Wisconsin. Those of you that haven't been to Noble Knight's website, you should absolutely go. They've got all kinds of crap. It's fantastic. Old and new. So anyway, it was a rose gold set of metal dice, and
Ooh.
yeah, and it's really really cool. So yeah, I got them for her. It's my fault, but in my defense, they look really cute. So yeah, he brings his axe down on this thing, and crap, how much damage does that stupid thing do? to say that's 8. No, 6. Okay, so that's 6 points of damage, but it also severs the power.
What the? What did he? What?
And the thing crumples to the ground. And as you watch, it starts vanishing. By the tips of its, we'll call them appendages. I don't know if you can call them arms and legs, but the ends start getting faint, like they're dematerializing, and it starts working its way up in the body. And as you watch, it takes a good 10-15 seconds, but the thing completely disappears.
Oh, what a world! What a world!
My robot gone.
I
need to
don't
find
really
a
know
plan.
what the fuck just happened.
I've never. That is beyond my understanding.
I need to
Oh.
find the activation.
The robots aren't supposed to do that, right? I ain't never seen a robot do that.
I have. Well, I've read about it, but that's okay. We'll find the activation and steal it instead. And then we'll have one of our own. But for now, I'm going to check the thing and we haven't narrowed it down. Let us continue and find our origin.
Uh,
We'll go next.
Next room.
sure.
Which room is next room?
Well, I'm stuck in the lounge and can't move, so somebody else is gonna have to pick. Fisto, get out of the damn doorway.
I am trying to move.
Oh
Move
no!
into the room here.
Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen.
Nope, I can't. I quite literally cannot move much more of anywhere else.
Okay, is this like a wall that I'm hitting? Is this hallway like really narrow? Is that what that is?
Yeah,
Yes.
that hallway's really narrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably explain why we can't move through it at all.
Okay.
All right, hang on.
All of the player tokens are stuck now.
Quite literally, the only way we can get back in is getting through the pantry again, and then out of it.
Best of luck. There's like a vestibule that I can see sort of kitty cornered across from the pantry that looks like it has doors that, might be accessible if you go all of the way around. Oh no.
I'm seeing a couple door icons right over here.
Yes,
Pick
there are
one, it
3
doesn't
doors there.
matter. Just get us out of this fucking hallway. I'm getting claustrophobic.
It might be better to just pull the, since I can't get through, maybe just pull the fog of war.
Radius and Cord are both like 5 feet across.
All right, give me a second here.
Chipper ain't much skinnier.
And,
Well,
and
with the
Doron
backpack and all.
Doron is wide.
The
I think
backpack,
if
the
we-
table.
Like I'm the only one who can fit anywhere, and I can't fit nowhere. We're stuck.
What I think it is, I think we just keep hitting invisible walls that we can't see.
Yeah, I can sort of see where a wall marker is over here for
Mm,
like a partial.
Can
Oh,
you
the
can you
black
see it
okay.
one's
now?
made.
Yeah, I see it now. I can see the way that we were trying to go. It looks like it was towards the maze there. We just couldn't actually get through
We couldn't
there.
get through the hallway for some reason.
Okay. Tell me where you want to go, and we'll go there.
I mean, originally, I think we were trying to get through into the maze.
Is that where you want to go?
Yeah,
I mean,
let's
in
go.
character, we don't know what the map is. There's just like it doesn't look like there's a door there, so it should just be open hallway.
Okay,
It is. It's an archway.
we haven't checked the other rooms, but yeah, I'm thinking we just keep moving.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah,
you are at the entrance to the maze.
Okay.
This room actually goes down. So you've got a ledge right there, that light gray that goes around to both doors on the top and the bottom. And then it goes down and down and down. It looks to be filled with what looks like a twisting multitude of catwalks that seem to create a maze. And if you stand and watch, you can see them slowly moving.
So, Annabelle, yours not regarding Chip, but yours the smarter one here. There's more sense, at least.
That is an MC Escher painting that seems to go just through Hogwarts into hell, I assume. I would like to
I'm gonna
say
look
we
over
should
the
not go
edge to
down
see.
there.
I'm gonna look over the
Radius
edge.
asks, what's Hogwarts?
That is a long story. Frankly, a shorter story than the MC Escher reference, though. So,
Uh, I'm gonna look over the edge to see if I can see a bottom underneath down there.
Give me a perception check.
why are you in the notebook? Get out of the notebook.
How's a 16?
16.
That's enough. If you squint really, really hard, you see what looks like a bottom, but it's hundreds of feet down.
Okay, so that is too far for me to just jump down. That is.
Oh, do not jump off of that. No.
Oh no! What do you think I looked for?
Your meat
Radius
bits will
says,
get squished by your
no,
robot
it's
bits.
not too far for you to jump down there. You will absolutely find the bottom if you do.
But
That's
Radius, my friend.
gravity will take care of that.
No, Radius, my friend.
Accurate.
If I were to jump down, I would die.
Oh yes, absolutely. That is almost a certainty.
Did you forget that's a thing meat people do sometimes?
Well, I'm sorry. Were you understanding that I was recommending that course of action? He said that he could not jump down, and yes, you in fact can jump down.
Radius. What you should know about humans is sometimes our figures of speech don't mean exactly what we say.
That wasn't even a figure of speech. It was just that we
Humans-
stated you can't do that, carrying the implication of the previously acquired knowledge. You'll die if you do that.
Exactly.
Humans don't always mean what they say. And he takes that thought and he starts pondering it. And he goes silent.
You've done something terrible now, Fisty.
I was trying to explain what a figure of speech is.
No, I understand what you were trying to do, but the can of worms you just opened is.
You were 100% effective in doing what you were trying to do.
Chipper, make sure you've got a pen and a notebook because he's going to have questions later.
I will have a pen and a notebook. I always have a pen and a notebook. So
well
Chips is going to send her hand down to the bottom of the maze to explore because the hand can do that. Is Origin's head down there?
Origin's head is not down there.
Okay. And I haven't found like a computer or anything that I could hack yet. Have
Nope.
I? Damn it.
So is your little robot tracker still not giving us
It's in
it'll
this
give us
building.
directions if we go past, right?
I don't
Dang
know.
it.
Will it glitch if I go past the head?
No.
So we're gonna have to check every room one by one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I vote we reserve the infinite maze of doom for last.
You know what? No,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna sit down and I'm gonna take out my little Mr. Handy and I'm gonna get Layla out and I'm gonna take my hand and then I'm gonna reach into my pocket and start sitting there manipulating stuff. And I am going to use my always tinkering ability because it'll take us longer than an hour to explore every room in this place. I'm going to use my always tinkering ability to make 5 ciphers of my one cipher that splits into 5 items of mice to scatter into this building and make a noise when they find Origin's head.
Except you don't know what Origin's head looks like.
Well, sure
Okay.
we do. We got example A and example B and example C's in her backpack.
Yeah, I've got assembly 1, assembly 2, assembly 3. It doesn't even have. I will have them go find and see if they can find a robot head, period.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, we ain't wrong. You said they're all identical.
Yeah, you said that the only one that was different was the sister. And the only thing that made her
What?
the only one that's different is the sister, and the only thing that made her different is that she's a triangle instead of a square. Don't ask, I will not be explaining. That's as far as y'all need to know.
Nope, that is intel we did not have. So I still don't have it. Actually, I realize it may be too late to be having this realization, but now that I've listed the number of robot heads we have, it occurs to me that one of the robot heads we have is not actually attached to the rest of that robot. Can we just like swap the parts out and have him be on like a Numenera equivalent of a thumb drive indefinitely? He can't bite anybody if he's on one of them.
Why did I suddenly picture me having Axis running around after me like that Martian movie?
Oh, we have got our shit together today.
I got a big head and little arms. I don't think this is working very well.
Meet the Robinsons.
Oh god, I haven't seen that movie in God knows how long.
You don't want to look up when it came out, so we're just going to keep moving now.
Mars Attacks, where they took the little heads and then they put it on little robot bodies and then they ran around.
Oh, that.
These are
yeah,
two
okay.
similar but different things.
Yes.
Either way, you don't really want to look up when those movies came out.
No, I just looked up when Meet the Robinsons came out. That was back in 07.
You'll give yourselves feelings. Don't do it.
Mars Attacks came out in '96. I watched that with my in high school.
That was the year after I was born.
Everybody stop. You're going to make yourself sad.
All right, do I have your permission to cobble together a cipher to go to split the party without actually splitting the party? Or do you want us to actually go through and do room by room?
I mean, if
I
Fisto
would
and me and the
have you
robots do the rooms, you can take the maze and it's still going to take us at least an hour.
if you want to cobble together a cipher that will do that. You can cobble together one, but you need to tell it where you want it to go. Search the entire building is going to be too complicated for a cipher.
Okay, fine. I am going to have it go back to where we came in and start searching the rooms on the right. My character would not know that that was the reading room, the trophy room, but I will say go through the first door on the right from the entryway and search those rooms for a robot head. Then I will turn to Leia, my level 2 follower, and have her go to the next room on the right, which is the gaming room. And then we will go into the master bedroom and start there. And I will have, and since I've already sent my hand down to the bottom of the maze to look for the robot head, my hand will continue fingering the maze, looking for the robot head while we're moving around.
Okay.
Fisto, you ever feel just a little bit useless around here?
All the time.
Okay.
No, you guys talk to people, and he fists things. We're great.
Okay, Chipper.
God help me. Okay. You cobble together a cipher. It goes into the reading room. You send Layla into the gaming room. And you guys go through the sitting room into the master bedroom.
Sure, I guess. So what do we see in the master bedroom?
Sorry, hang on a second.
All right.
Okay, you guys head into the master bedroom. Sitting on the bed, you find. Let's do this first. You're going through the sitting room. You find more large cushions, like you saw in the lounge, in addition to a fairly large device that takes up the center of the chamber. It is mechanical in nature, and you have no idea what it is. So let's start there.
Fisto, I didn't want to say anything while Chipper was in the room, but I'm starting to think that this person might have some unhealthy attachments to squishy things. Because I ain't seen proper furniture yet.
Neither have I. To be honest with you, it's a little unsettling.
You don't think the robot lived here alone, do you?
No, no. Just, well,
I mean, robots don't need furniture, do they?
no, they don't. They don't even sleep, do they?
No, Radius's little apartment, I guess, has a bed, but it really just has one, like, because I told Chipper to put one in all of them, so. And he doesn't use it for nothing, I don't think. Just sits there being decorative. Maybe we already killed the only person here.
If we could be so lucky.
I mean, it suggests we wouldn't have to deal with anything else trying to kill us, but
Right. And
I
about
think
when has anything ever been that easy for us?
never, which is why I'm gonna draw our attention now to things that are less strange and fetishistic and more what the fuck is that?
Also, there are 2 other doors exiting from the room.
Seriously, what is wrong with whoever lives here?
I wish I knew. First, there was coming in here, the balcony was going to give way. Isn't this a killer robot who's here? Was here. And then, and about what are we even looking at?
It a thing? This is usually the point where I tell Chipper to try and understand stuff, but I'm afraid to ask her to understand it because everything has seemed like a weird sex thing since we've walked in here, and I don't want to tell her to understand a weird sex thing.
You can try to understand it. I'm going to be completely useless with this.
I, I don't understand Numenera. I can only understand people and occasionally robots.
I also do not understand Numenera. I really only understand mechanics.
I don't know what to do. I mean, it's not trying to shoot us or anything.
No, but I feel like we should at least try to understand it, even with Chip not here. You know
I
what?
mean,
I'm going to give it my best shot.
roll dice about it, I guess.
You do realize you're talking about someone that's right there.
Oh my god, is that a person?
No,
Chips is standing
Chips
right
is-
there next to you too.
Chips is standing
Is she
with you.
supposed to be
No,
mentally
that's
controlling robots or something? What
no.
the fuck, girl?
I don't have to mentally control anything. I gave them instructions. One is going to make noise and find the head. The other one's will run with it.
I think the two of them were so focused on what they're looking at, they didn't even realize Chips was still here with them.
I don't want to make Chips look sexy. Oh shit! Hi, Chips.
Chips, when did you get here?
I've been here this entire time because Annabelle told me that I was not allowed to leave her side, and that if I left her side, she'd take away my toys.
Accurate. That conversation has happened at least twice today.
You know what, Annabelle, at this point, we don't have any excuse not to let her try.
Chipper, can you tell us what the fuck that thing is and what I would normally assume would be like the bed part of what appears to be a bedroom, but all of the furniture here is so fucked up I don't know?
I will understand. Numenera.
And
Roll it.
Doran's gonna lean over to Annabelle. I feel so worried that it's going to be a sex thing.
16.
I'm I really don't want it to be. I don't. I don't. She always makes weird sex stuff even weirder and sexier. I don't want it to happen.
Remember when you told that weird sex story?
I d- she makes it worse every time. I don't want it to happen.
It appears to be a device that connects to the data sphere to look up strange sex stuff. I mean, just kidding. No, to
The internet is for porn. The internet is for porn.
basically no. It's a device to connect to the data sphere. It displays information or images or whatever. That's it.
I'm going to turn it on and have it start playing videos. Just because I can.
Okay. You turn it on and have it start playing videos. Give me a percent out roll.
What's the
Instead of interesting.
percentage?
Who's
What is
going
the
with?
percentage here?
Oh no.
94.
You see a image of a strange creature with a giant um spiked shell on its back, four heads with what look to be beaks on them, and three eyes each, and six legs. And one of the heads rears back and howls. It's kind of like a the sound that you make when you gargle. It's a howl, but it's edged with that sound. It's like the two sounds were blended together or something.
I'm going to promptly turn it off. Like, what the shit?
Very genuinely, what the fuck?
Please tell me that wasn't that. Please tell me that wasn't a part of a sex thing. I don't know anymore.
Chips is going to look at Dorian very seriously and say it wasn't a sex thing.
Is it one of them weird head stealing turtle monsters?
I'm sure it has nothing to do with somebody who turns into a beast once a month.
Okay. How's about we don't touch that then?
I feel like
And then
we
Chips will
shouldn't even.
daintily wipe her hands off on one of her little cloths and put it back
Yeah,
in.
no, we're gonna put some alcohol gel on you. Oh my
I
god.
feel like we shouldn't even be in this room anymore.
I'm gonna peek into the master bedroom at this point because we're still in the sitting room. So I'm gonna look in the master
Open
bedroom.
the door on the right.
Yes, I will open the door on the right with a cloth in my hand, even though I'm wearing gloves because no, I'm not touching stuff.
No, this place is weird.
You open the door on the right. Excuse me. You oh dear God. Okay. You move the door so that this door is it's made of metal, and it's one of the kinds of door. It's not a swing door, it's a slide door, so it slides into the wall like a, I don't remember what you call those, but
Like a
um
pocket door?
yes, like a pocket door. Thank you. Um you crack it open and look, and it immediately slams open.
Ah!
In the middle of this room is another massive cushion. It takes up about 2/3 of the room, and sitting somewhat on the near edge of that cushion, you see that.
Josh, very genuinely, what the fuck?
I was about to ask the exact same question here.
Chips will immediately squeal in excitement. Puppy!
Nope,
Uh,
nope.
Grab,
Chips,
grab,
we
grab, grab,
already,
grab.
Chips, we already have a puppy.
It was presumably
You have
somewhere
a
in the
puppy.
room.
You're right. I do have a puppy because I feed it. Will you, if this turns out to be a good puppy, will you feed it? Will you take it for walks? Will you take it out? Will you clean up after it?
What does
If
that
you'd
thing
let me.
even eat? You cannot give her a dying star with legs as a pet.
You're acting like she'd listen to me regardless.
No, she
So-
wouldn't, but you're still acting like this is a thing that could conceivably occur.
You are looking at the body of a massive predatory cat, about 8 feet long, with sleek muscles and black flesh. Its head, on the other hand, appears to be a 3-foot wide ball of swirling energy surrounded by dozens of metallic plates that move as if in orbit around the energy. Despite looking somewhat like an animal, it does seem to have something or some pieces of it that are mechanical in nature. Like wires under its skin, or
Would you say it's more biomechanical?
Chips is going to
You
step
could
back
perhaps
and
say
close
that.
the door.
You attempt to move the door and it doesn't move.
Uh-oh.
You are in my house.
Oh, this is your house.
And it rolls to its feet.
All right. I'm gonna just intercede real fast and use understanding because what?
Okay, what are you trying to understand?
What? What am I looking at right now? What the fuck is this thing? What is its position in the universe? Is it like it's talking, so it's clearly got person levels of intelligence at the very least? But what the fuck am I looking at?
It's obviously biomechanical.
Okay, what are you using to understand it?
Understanding is just the name of the skill. It's a
Okay,
level 1 Arcus precept.
I mean, if you need to roll anything, I can provide an asset with my, being trained in biomechanical stuff.
Well, understanding grants an asset, so I don't want you to waste an asset if you don't need to.
Oh, I see. Okay. Um, ooh. Yeah, go ahead and spend your intellect point, and you can do that.
Okay, that is a 14.
So you don't. Okay. Understanding, you observe or study a creature or object. Your next interaction with that creature or object gains an asset. So you don't need to roll anything. You just do the thing.
You had me roll one last time to because we were doing it in combat though, so
Yeah, you're not quite in combat yet. Um, so you're looking at this thing. You've spent the last few seconds looking at this thing. Um, it is absolutely intelligent. You can communicate with it, although it doesn't appear to have a mouth. You can hear it. So whether that's hearing in your head or hearing out loud, you're not sure. Um, and it is slowly starting to stalk towards you with the tone of voice that you heard. You're guessing it's pissed off. So whatever you want to do with an interaction with that creature, you gain one asset to do it. So the difficulty will be reduced by one. What would you like to do?
okay. Using cloud personal memories would probably be successful, but I also don't think it's a great way to open the conversation.
Best I could do
Still.
was to. I mean, best I could do is to try to intimidate it into backing down a little bit so we could talk. But
I'm gonna use persuasion to do that exact thing.
Okay. Tell me how you're going to persuade it.
All right, all right, all right. Everybody calm down. We're very sorry that we've interrupted you. We are on the world's worst scavenger hunt, and the detector doodah said we had to come here, so we came here. We don't mean to be upsetting anybody or breaking anything. We just really got to find this decapitated head.
Um, okay. So it would normally be a level 5. You mention a decapitated head. That is going to take it to a level 7.
Well, I have an asset, so yeah.
You have an asset, so that takes it to a 6. You
And
can
I will
apply.
fling effort at this because I really, really, really don't want to fight this thing.
You are tier what?
Oh, tier 4.
You can apply 4 levels of well, no, actually you can't apply 4 levels of effort. You can apply 3 levels of effort to it.
Give it
That
2.
is 3, 2, and 2, so 5, 6, 7 points of intellect if you want to spend that effort minus I'm assuming you have edge.
I mean, I don't assume so. I haven't actually.
How much intellect edge do you have?
I don't use it for anything, so.
You
Intellect
have 2.
edge tree.
Okay. So you get a free level of effort for that. So let's see, we said we're at 6, 5, 4, 3, and you spend 5 points to do that.
Boy,
No,
I'm gonna
4
have a
points.
headache after
Excuse
this.
me. 4 points. Which means you need a 9 or better.
Well, fortunately, a 16 is in fact better than a 9.
Lovely.
Although I now have a very serious migraine. I have force of personality myself all out all at once. Well, fell sweep.
Okay. It stops moving towards you. Its claws are still out. Its muscles are still tense, but it stopped moving towards you. The head is mine.
Can we trade heads?
We do happen to have a spare.
We do.
Or can I buy it from you? I know it's yours, but I'd like to buy it from you if possible.
We understand that you came into
Okay.
possession of it via valid means.
Okay.
At
I-
the same time, we are desperate for this head.
This entire episode has been
Nope.
brought to you by
Nope.
phrasing.
Nope.
Uh,
Nope. Oh my God.
We're just going to put that over there. Keep saying this stream is not for children, and this is why.
I feel like we need to put a disclaimer on this particular episode of this series.
Episode is not sexier than other episodes. We just keep saying things.
We have the worst phrasing that we have had in this entire campaign in this episode alone.
Since you said that he was also kind of made out of metals and whatnot, I'm gonna study it while he's talking to Annabelle to see if I can figure out how to disable it, because yeah.
Not that he's made out of it, but he's got pieces of machinery all over him.
I think you agreed when I asked if it was more biomechanical.
Yes, it is biomechanical.
Well, yeah, but if it's got machinery, I can disable machinery.
Potentially. Now, with that being said, you mentioned that you had another head.
Yeah, I think at this point I've got like 4 robot heads.
One of them being a match for this set.
Yeah, one of them being matched for a set, and then 3 others that are like the robots from Star Wars.
How do you fit all of them in that bag?
I
It's
think
like 6 people worth of stuff.
Tell me
I
about
think it's
this
similar
robot
to
head.
hyperspace.
Is it like the one that you're looking for?
Yes. I have one that's like the one that I'm looking for. I also have several others. I can also build them.
I would be interested in trading for the one that is like the one that you're looking for.
I will pull out the Atlas, the Axis snow globe.
Yes.
That's right. I forgot we put glitter in the Mason
And then I'm gonna
jar with
shake
sweet
it.
potato head in it.
Here's the question.
And have the glitter swirl around it because I can.
I forgot. Remind me one more time. Is Axis conscious right now?
Oh, yeah.
He's super mad.
He is frothing at the mouth, growling obscenities, mad.
He only
So-
went in the snow globe because he's such a jerk.
Axis, good news. You're getting taken out of the bag into a new home.
Now, what you want to do is
And then-
put the jar with it in it into the water that it's going to live in so that the temperature equalizes.
Also, make sure you give it a nice shake every once in a while.
He does like that swirling glitter.
I'm gonna set Axis down, and then I'm gonna take my backpack off and set it down next to me, and then I'll plop on the floor. So, Let's talk
okay,
business.
real quick. We never. We forgot to ask for a name if you have one.
I mean, I
I'm
assume it has a name.
Not everybody, not everything has a name. That's why I'm asking this question.
It lives in a house. It talks.
I'm called Garmulus.
That's a very pretty name.
It is nice to meet you guys. And
Feel
I'm
like
gonna
I'm probably gonna
take a
misspell that.
I want to take a closer look at Garmulus and see if, just from what I can view from the outside, if all of his uh, biomechanical bits seem to be working properly, or if they potentially might need a tune-up.
They all, well, actually, you can't really tell because none of them are on the outside.
Do you like living here?
This is my home. Yes, I have it built specifically for me. I like my home.
Okay.
That's why there's no actual furniture.
Oh, that makes so much
Kitty
more
cats
sense.
don't need chairs. What would they do with them?
And really was thinking it was just
What kind of food do you like?
I'm sure it's a sex dungeon, though.
It definitely is, but we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on a giant cat lives here. And we're not going to make any jokes about that.
question for you, Garmulus. I see that you've got flesh and machine bundled into one, correct?
He looks at Chips. I consume power.
Oh! And I'm gonna start digging around in my backpack for several minutes, completely ignoring the
Where'd you
conversation.
put them 10 car batteries we got from that
The
floating
only-
building bomb?
The only reason I'm asking is because I see some of the wires hanging. I was wondering.
They
if-
work just fine.
All right. Uh, if by chance you ever need a tune-up of any sort, and Duran's going to reach into his pocket and pull out a shittily drawn business card with his name and information on it, and just kind of gently slide it over. This is my card. I am a master at biomechanical maintenance.
Okay.
And it says, all it says on there is a Doran Monser, hero with a statue built of him.
And then whatever the Numenera equivalent of your Instagram handle is.
I'm okay. So you're taking this and you're holding it out to him.
No, I'm setting it down and just sliding it over.
What? There's no
Gotcha.
furniture.
Okay. So you set it on the floor and you slide it to him, and he reaches out and stabs a claw through it. Holds it up in front of the energy ball for a second, and then flicks it off to the side of the bed. Very well. So, are we agreed? Do we have an accord? Or shall I simply destroy you for entering my home?
Just a minute. Just a minute. Gotta find it.
Yips. Hurry up.
It's right there.
George,
No, something else. Just
oh,
hang
you
on.
still looking
Yes.
for 10 car batteries?
No. I've got something better. And I'm gonna
Oh,
keep
Lord.
digging until I get towards the bottom of my backpack, and then I'm gonna pull out a
Don't worry, she's trying to sweeten the deal.
the data sphere siphon.
Okay.
Or possibly make the situation much worse.
He said he ate energy.
Does. That's not the only thing that you've got that you could feed him.
Well, what else could I feed him?
For instance, the 10 car batteries you took from the floating
10 car
tower.
batteries. Exactly. You've got 10 car batteries in your bag.
I forgot about
Or-
those. I'm gonna pull out the car batteries too.
Or, the bits and bobs that had power that you stole out of the parcels in the pantry.
He doesn't know I stole those yet. And if I pull them out in front of him, then he'll know, and then he'll get mad at me.
I'm just saying that you have other things. You don't need to give him a cipher.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna pull out that massive energy thing that I got from the broken tower, and I'm gonna say, "Ha ha! I found it." I'm gonna set it in front of it. Isn't it cool?
You are offering this to me?
Well, yeah, I figured it'd be nice to give you a gift since we kind of invaded your space and crashed your turf, and um it was very rude of us. Annabelle says I'm very rude all the time, but that's what I do. And you're cool.
The
Chips is like this big-eyed. It is a machine and a thing, and it does gravity stuff. It's cool.
Chips,
And it's a kitty.
you wanted-
And it
you wanted
glows.
to- Chips, you wanted
It's a
to keep
glowing
him as a-
kitty. Chips loves glowing.
Chips, you wanted just remember, you wanted to keep him as a pet. Don't forget about that.
Well, yeah. But he talks, so I can't keep him as a pet because that'd be rude. He could be a companion, though. That'd be kind of cool. But he likes his house, so he'll want to stay here. He won't want to travel with us.
as you're talking back and forth, the device that you took out and set on the ground rises up into the air and moves towards the glowing ball of energy. And it stops, about a foot before it gets there, and sort of disassembles and swirls around like it's caught in a tornado, and is sucked into that ball of energy and then vanishes.
All right, well that was unprecedented levels of cool.
Yeah.
Now, back to our discussion. Do we have a deal?
Chips,
Say
just
yes,
take-
Chip.
just takes a deal.
I'm gonna turn and look at Radius and say, Radius, since they're both your brothers, are you okay with this? Because they're your brothers, and I'm not going to make a decision about your brothers for you. But we kind of came here for Origin.
And Axis ain't gonna get less of an asshole.
No, honestly, I would love to see Axis just be bat around by a giant feline.
It is a little bit of a hilarious image.
Give me another percentile roll. Hannah, call high low.
Low.
49.
Radius thinks about that for a long time. And then he inclines his head and gestures towards Garmulus. He did seek to destroy our community.
And you,
me. And me.
which is very rude.
If he will trade for Origin's head, he may have what you possess. The cat starts moving forward come. We will go to my trophy room.
I will get up, put my backpack back on. Radius will steady me so I don't fall over, and then I'll pick up the head to follow him.
And you head back through the maze and down the hallway through the reading room. The reading room is it actually has several comfortable looking chairs. There's a single shelf on one wall that contains a handful of bound books. But there's not a whole lot else. It's a fairly empty room overall. But it looks like it was designed for not cats to sit in. When the so inside this room in one corner you find or you see the mouse that you created. The door to the trophy room is not open though. And you see the mouse kind of going in circles in the reading room, like it doesn't know what to do.
I'm gonna pick it up and let it dismantle itself.
Okay.
Because they don't last for very long anyway.
No. The cat stops at the door in the reading room, and you hear mechanical noises, almost like the tumbling of a lock. And then that door opens. In the very center of the trophy room, on a dais, you see a table where atop the table is an automaton's head that looks remarkably like Radius.
And also cord, and also axis,
and also cord and also axis. It steps to the side and you turns to look back at you. You see, I have what you seek. If you will give me what I desire, you may take it and then leave my home.
Chipper, you want to go do the swapperoonie?
I will check and make sure Radius is still okay with it, and then walk forward to do the swapperoonie.
Radius nods his head. You set axis on the table and you take Origin's head.
I will slide on the glove and promptly slurp his memories so that I can repair him.
You're slurping Origin's memories.
He's nearly dead, isn't he?
You have to do this right now.
Okay, I will wait until we leave the building to do so.
Thank you.
Whatever y'all want to do.
Do not do that in public. Stop doing that in public.
Is there a window in this trophy room?
There is not. There were several in the reading room, though.
Excellent. Pleasure doing business with you. My hand will be remaining behind as I carry the hiding because it's still in the maze. And when we leave, as soon as it's clear, it's going to steal access and go out the reading room window.
Right. What are we doing with Lori?
Laura rejoined us.
Okay.
Okay.
Well then, as
I said that I was willing to make the trade. I didn't say I was willing to let him keep Axis's head.
we're gonna let that wait to happen until after we have left, and none of us are going to be aware of it until Chipper tells us about it in an hour. So before that happens, As I am ushering everyone out, I'm going to glance over my shoulder at Garmulus. This is gonna seem like a strange and silly question, but I just wanted to ask it just in case. You're not some kind of horrifying praised cult leader, right?
He doesn't respond.
No. Just,
All
just,
right.
to, just to clear the air. Nowhere in this room, because the thing that, and Doran's gonna gesture to him and Annabelle. The one thing that the two of us were worried about is this place is just one giant. Oh, what was the word we used?
The cult thing some more, or
Oh no,
the MC Escher painting, or we've made a lot of references and most of them have been dirty. I don't know which one you mean.
I
I'm
don't
gonna carry Origin and start walking towards the
You know-
door
forget I was asking a question.
with Mr. Handy and Laura and Radius and Cord.
All right. Well, it was nice to. You have a nice night.
Okay, so the hand is waiting in the maze.
Yeah.
We're fucking leaving.
Y'all are
Yep.
leaving.
I can go up to a long distance from my hand without it popping back to me. So we're just going to get to the staircase and start going down, and my hand's going to sneak into the trophy room
Okay,
on the ceiling.
Joanne, give me another percentile roll. Rusty, call high
Yeah.
low.
Hi.
92.
Okay,
You want me to use different dice?
It
so
won't help.
Garmulus does not have an opportunity to close the trophy room door before the hand goes into that room. He's busy looking at his other stuff while he's there. The hand picks up Axis's head and flees through the door into the reading room. Is there something that says that the hand can do damage and how much?
Yes, it can do 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. Okay.
It's not a super powerful hand.
Trying to think of how strong these windows are.
Well, if it can't go out the window, it's going to go out the door.
All right. That's probably the safer bet.
Okay, it runs out.
Considering
Runs
Fisto
out.
punched the door.
So
So it rushes out and you hear a massive roar.
Chips, what did you do?
Nothing.
Chips.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. What did you do? What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Damn it, girl.
Chips. If you don't tell us what's going on, you will not.
I didn't do anything.
What did your hand do?
Stole
Oh,
Axe's
damn
back.
it ain't here.
Damn it, Chip.
And I'm going to hop on my flitting board and we're going to start flying away. We'll get on the Gamboni and start running away. Flee like your lives depend on it. After I
This
get
thing goes
Axe's
20
head.
miles an hour.
Okay. Make a fuck.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what she made.
That is the proper response here. Yes.
Speed roll. Shoot, I don't know. No, probably an intelligence, an intellect roll because you're piloting something.
19,
I mean, I don't know why I would
17,
bother, but that's fine.
16.
What the hell?
Ye-
I even changed the dice.
You see, as you look back, Garmulus trying to chase you. And you start whipping through the streets of Shalamass. At this point, give me another percentile roll. Hannah, call high-low. Actually, you know what? Forget the percentile roll. I have a GM intrusion for you.
Yeah, that sounds better. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right, hit us.
Okay, take yourself a XP and give it to somebody else, or give one to somebody else.
I'm gonna give the other XP to Annabelle because Annabelle's been putting up with Chip's shit for a lot.
So you're whipping through the streets of Shalamass, back alleys, and Garmulus is following you. It looks like he's barely keeping up, but he is keeping up. And as you turn a corner, your flying device clips somebody.
We hit the cabbage man. Are you happy now?
We just hear in the background, cabbages.
Oh no! I'll throw a rejuvenator at him as I go by.
Chipper, what the fuck have you done?
I still like
Annabelle at this point is just reciting every swear word she knows in every language she knows.
I still like suspect.
The individual you struck was an old man who just appeared to be walking.
Sorry.
No cabbages involved. This is not Bossing Say or
There is no war in Bossing Say.
They about to be one here.
Annabelle, I am so certain we are going to die here.
This thing does
Yeah,
not.
I
go
will
fast.
throw one. I will toss back one of my rejuvenation ciphers. That'll heal him up as soon as it hits him. Because I got like 20 of them. No,
Okay.
actually, I have 5 of those. Because I haven't taken them apart yet.
20 of those.
I have 5 because I haven't healed. I haven't taken them apart yet.
You have 4 now.
I now have 4. Oh no!
You are speeding through the streets of Shalamass again. Weaving in and out. And
It's coming! This thing go again?
You're in like one of those hover rounds, you know? Now I'm free to see the world.
Fisto weighs about 400 pounds on account of his arm, and then we got both robots back here. And then a third robot in Chip's bag, and a fourth robot in Chip's bag.
Yeah,
Occasionally the ass end of this thing
like
bumps the ground.
900 pounds a ton.
That is an accurate assumption.
So I'm gonna pull back on the throttle, and we're gonna go airborne and get above the buildings.
Are we?
I'm gonna
We
use a
got
player
heavy robots
intrusion.
and a door. We have heavy robots and a fisto in the back of this thing.
Whoa.
Why are we getting
No, no,
airborne?
I'm using a player intrusion to give my flyer a boost. I am spending both of my XP that I have, because I had 2. I'm spending both of them to get us out of the city and away from the angry pussy. Which Vagisil will fix, so just saying.
You just could not stop yourself, could you? You could not stop
I
yourself.
could not stop myself.
This episode rated PG, I don't know, 15 or something.
No,
Dude,
I don't
this
think. I
episode's
don't think this episode
rated
is
PG
suitable.
13.
I don't think this episode is suitable for anybody.
This episode cannot be rated PG-13 because we have definitely said fuck more than once.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
we
I
have
said
an R rating, and
PG-15.
y'all.
PG-13 movies are only allowed 1 fuck per film, so
It's a good thing we're not getting the FCC.
Jesus. All right.
They'd be like,
So,
yeah, we're not touching that. But
you,
yeah,
you
I
give
am
me your
going
2
to
XP.
I'm gonna burn my 2 XP to get us up and out of the city. So that I don't clip anybody else and I get away from the angry cat.
A long rod with a ball at the end of it and a small red button slowly extends out of the device.
Oh
And
god. Oh god.
on the ball you see embossed in white, "Go baby go."
I hit
Grab
the
a hold of
nitrous.
something.
She slams the button down and angles the thing back, and you all just goodbye.
let me ask you this though, Josh. Are we going so fast that we're seeing plaid?
No.
No, but you are
Not
definitely
at
having a hard
ludicrous
time breathing.
speed.
I am pulling some G's.
Good. I'm so glad this thing ain't fast enough to go ludicrous speed.
I'm working on it.
You head out of the city of Shalamas in something of a parabolic arc, and then it runs out of nitrous. I need everybody to make a might saving roll as this thing plummets to the ground and then crashes.
I'm dead sticking it.
Surprisingly, I don't have anything in might defense. However, I don't need anything in might defense. That's a 20.
Jesus Christ.
I got a 19 to dead stick it. So we're gonna crash. We're gonna crash hard, but we're not gonna be splattered across the landscape. But
If
I'm
this thing
okay
breaks,
with
if
the
this thing
flyer
breaks,
breaking.
Oran's doing a superhero landing.
Yeah, I'm willing to accept it crashing hard.
Andabal rolled a 4. Oh,
Radius needs to roll. Radius rolled a 20. Radius hangs on to Annabelle.
okay.
Seatbelts so we can be safe.
This wouldn't have happened if Chips didn't try to steal it back.
I mean, in fairness, she appears to have successfully stolen it back, but we
Yes.
didn't need him back.
Yes, we did. He's Radius's brother.
He's an asshole who lives in a snow globe in your backpack. Radius don't talk to him. There's not. He was just as happy to kill Radius as to kill literally every other buddy.
Well, yes, but he's still Radius's brother, and since the thing didn't answer that it was not a cult leader, I figured it'd be better safe than sorry.
Okay, she has a point there.
Horrifyingly, yes.
As much as I hate to admit it when she does, but she does.
It didn't answer the question, which does make it suspicious, although we weren't exactly on chatting terms when we departed and are less so now.
I don't think that thing is going to want to talk to us. If anything,
Ding, ding.
honestly, if
Well,
we
that's
make it back,
okay.
if we ever
We're
come
not going
back
to
to
deal with it
Shalamance,
anymore.
I'm pretty sure that if we ever come back to Shalamance, we are going to be killed on sight.
Oh, the wanted posters on us.
Well, it's very, very simple. We just don't go back to Charlemagne's. And I'm going to turn and I'm going to pick up the scattered pieces of my flyer and put them back in my backpack. And then I'm going to pull out the Gambodi and open it. The Gambodi. That's what it was called. Galloping Gambodo. Galloping Gambado. That's the thing that the tentacle monster thingy.
Oh. Thank you.
Which is apparently Italian. Fascinating.
That's literally what it is. A
I did not-
multi-legged enclosed vehicle of synth steel with narrow viewports to look out.
I did not realize the tentacle monster was Italian.
It springs out, tentacles and chest hair and all.
Smelling faintly of garlic.
Smelling faintly of garlic. Y'all hop into it and ride off into the sunset. And that's where we're going to end our
Jeez.
session for today.
And I have Origin in one arm and Axis in the other, and when I humming
This-
happily.
This sure was a session.
Wow. Just wow.
God damn, people. God damn.
I don't know why we trust Chips to handle anything by herself.
All she had to do was pick up the mason jar and then set it down again.
And I did. I picked it up and set it down, and then I picked it up and stole it. But yeah, I think
that last part. You
if
horrible
he
little
had said
gremlin.
no, that he was not a cult leader, Chips would have left it alone. But he didn't say no, so therefore, Chips is not going to trust anybody with parts since we've been running around this entire time dealing with cult leaders trying to bring back a machine god, according to their diary.
In
That
the
Chips is still
most
reading.
incomprehensible, illogical way. I'm not arguing with your position. I'm just horrified by your actions.
I just really did not want to die.
And
We
you
didn't-
didn't.
We didn't get murdered by the cat robot star thing, so I suppose we win. Quest accomplished, I guess.
So I guess we're going to end it here. Oh yeah, there's definitely going to be all kinds of consequences later. We're
I'm sure
fairly
pissing off that rich and powerful individual wouldn't have any consequences. No. Where would you
Well,
come up
not
with
at
that
all, not
idea?
at all.
All right, ending it here.
We're ending it here. There's just a tiny bit left in this adventure, but go ahead and everybody take advancement. We'll do it now. And then next session we will deal with the end of this and what happens next. So until then, 2 weeks from now, may you all roll high or low depending on your appropriate system. And from our Citadel to yours, happy gaming.
Happy gaming.
Bye.